So hello dosto, welcome to the Bollywood talk show on IWM Buzz. Back once again with another interesting episode, another interesting guest. I had this lovely chat with this lovely man a few months back, and he's back once again for another insightful conversation on two of his upcoming movies and projects that we are really super excited to talk about. I have with me the very talented Tahir Raj Wasim. How are you, mere bhai?
I am doing great, mere bhai. How are you? Thank you for having me on the show.
It's a pleasure always, and looking forward to some insightful conversations. You have this interesting plate right now. 2022 is just about to start. We're just few days away from this lovely new year. I don't know what we can expect, going forward in the near coming months, given the kind of rising Omicron cases and all that stuff. But it's a good phase to start. Starting में ही अगर आप दिखते हो साल के पहले ही, so the audience usually take recognition. So what do you have to say about the timing of two of your lovely projects that are coming? And I would want you to tell more to our audience about that.
First of all, I hope and pray that it is a safe and a less chaotic year for all of us. 2 years in every industry, every part of the world has been through a lot. So I really hope 2022 goes better. If anyone watching this show has still not got vaccinated, please go ahead and get yourselves vaccinated, because that is the only cure to what might come months ahead. Having said that, I'm overwhelmed at all the feedback that we're getting for 83. It is so special to be a part of a project. That was honestly an emotional decision to do a film like because you're recreating a slice of Indian sporting history, and to have a premiere like we did last week and to watch it with the original 83 team, to have the feedback we're getting on social media, it's the biggest payoff that you can get, to have an audience relive such an important slice of history and be entertained with goosebumps and laughter and tears all at the same time. It's the ultimate prize for a performer. You started off the interview asking me about next year, and I've been sitting on some amazing projects for the past few months that have been delayed because of the shutdown pandemic had caused. But fortunately, it is now sort of snowballing into releases over the next few months. This is Ye Kali Kali Aankhein, which is on Netflix, which is just really exciting romantic drama that's also a thriller. We are calling it a driller because drama, romantic at the same time. There's another show, Ranjishi Sahi, which is on which is by Mahesh Bhatt. And there's Loop Lapeta, which is a feature film that I shot with Taapsee earlier on Netflix as well.
Yes. So that's quite interesting. I actually wanted to start about the new year and then slowly come to 83, but I'm glad you talked about it.
Sorry, I flipped your order over there.
No problem. We're just happy and glad as long as it's candid. But, you got to tell me this one thing now that you have already spoken about it. I really want to know, you have this understanding of cricketers and characters that you are going to be playing, and it's not just about you, the entire team, the entire 11 that we're talking about. You have a certain framework in your mind regarding what they are, and then you see them in the premiere. What were the similarities or dissimilarities like in terms of the character skills that you have had and your teammates have had? By teammates, I mean your co-actors. What was the similarities in terms of the real presence and the real presence?
We were very lucky to have the unusual situation where we interacted with the original players before we went on shoot. So although our workshops and preparation happened just amongst the players and with Kabir Khan, a few weeks before the shoot, every actor had the benefit of meeting their original players. And I remember it was priceless, those moments with Sunny sir before we went on shoot. There's so much that you can read about a person or watch their interviews or watch their old matches, but when they're sitting there face to face, you get their energy, you get their aura, you get to understand psychology, what was going through their mind at the time. And a lot of that definitely added to the performance.
Yes. Now going forward to the new year that's coming up, you talked about Ye Kali Kali Aankhein. It's a thriller that you are calling. There's thrill, there's romance, there's drama. And jitna mere ko trailer dekh ke samajh aaya, I think there's an interesting form of communication that you're having. Your dialect is not the regular dialect. So I want to know how hard you had to work in terms of getting the dialect and the language right, because I think there's a certain diction to it.
Yes, thank you for noticing that. The entire series is based in a fictional town. It's called Onkar in the series. And because we didn't want to place it in any particular state, the dialect is a sort of mix of Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. So it is a sort of microcosm of small town India, and it did take a lot of work. It took about 4 months to get into the skin of Vikrant in Ye Kali Kali. And what's exciting for me is I've never played a romantic lead before and to do format. It's very exciting because the parts that I've played before this have, whether it's Walt in Mardani or Derek in Chichore or now Sunil Gavaskar, have always had this larger than life mounting to them. It's always
flashy.
It's even the way they're introduced. But this is the first time that he's a small town boy in Ye Kali Kali Aankhein. But what makes the series interesting is it's an ordinary man in extraordinary circumstances, and how he deals with the kind of pressure and the situations that he's put into, and how the story unfolds is what's going to make it interesting. And I cannot wait to see what the audience and how the audience responds to it.
Well, just a few days left to that. Now you mentioned this very interesting point that whichever project that you have played, either it has had flashy entries or it has had something that is intriguing. मतलब जो देख के एकदम eye-catching वाला factor. It's I would say easier to glamorize yourself because you're doing this, you're doing that. But सबसे मुश्किल काम होता है अपने आप को de-glamorize करना in some way or the other. Be it your diction, be it your language, be it the way you look. And I think in Ye Kali Kali, I'm assuming, I have not seen the project of course, but jitna mujhe samajh mein, I think you have done some sort of de-glamorizing for this. So what was your preparation when it comes to that?
Sure. First of all, spending a lot of time in the shoot location where we were to understand how people in that area spoke. And to realize that, to first understand what the upbringing of this character is, the kind of family, the kind of social and economic background that he comes from. De-glamorize, I would probably only say, because the setting of the show was such. We were in a small town. We wanted the audience to feel like they are going to view the show through the mindset of this character. But as far as the show is concerned, as you can tell from the teaser, it has been shot in a very stylistic way, in the way the shots have been taken, the way the chase scenes are, the way even just the drama of the show is going to be. And I really look forward to it because it's really the complete package. And as the title tells you, Ye Kali Kali Aankhein, it's Bollywood pulp. So they're not on the fact that it's going to be high drama. It's going to be, colloquially, we call it masala. And it's entertaining. And I really look forward to doing that to the audience.
I'm very curious to know this one thing from your end is that often what happens with actors and their selection criteria is, it kind of changes like what they want to do next based on what they have done just before that, be it a blockbuster hit or a flop or whatever, average, whatever. Sometimes choices tend to be directly proportional to whether it's a hit or a flop. Is it the case with your end as well, or you just go with the flow and select the script that you want, irrespective of whatever the result has been in the past?
No, I don't think what I've done in the past. I mean, I definitely get lessons from the past, but I don't let it influence the future to the extent that it'll drive the decision. For me, what's really important, what is the story I'm telling, and how is the audience feel at the end of that story, and what is my character doing in that story? And these are the questions that I have. And it's always also about not doing a project for the sake of doing the next project, but like what value is it adding, and is the audience going to feel that value?
Exactly, that's what you said, and I think which is why I think we're going to be seeing that in your next booth show as well. Would you want to tell us a little bit more about that? Because I think you just mentioned the introduction, but jitna aap keh sako, I think you can't reveal too much, but jitna information aap de sako.
Yes, of course. So the Voot show is called Ranjish Hi Sahi, which literally translated means so be it, or if there's going to be pain, so be it. It's a love triangle. It's created by Mahesh Bhatt. And anything that's created by Mahesh Bhatt always explores like the blur lines between what is acceptable socially and what is not. And everything that I've just said is set in the backdrop of 70s Bollywood. It was really challenging to create. We shot this back in 2019, and I'm just really excited that it's coming out and it's going to be out there for the audience to see and enjoy very shortly.
One last question before I let you go. You've been there in the industry for some time now. You have been a part of some critically acclaimed projects. At this stage of your career or whatever be it, it totally depends on how you perceive, but do you actually see the name of the director or the banner behind giving a nod to a project, or is it just the script? Do these factors really play in any sort of indirect role in your mind?
No, 100%, because no matter how good your story is or how bad your story is, the person who's telling the story is the director. So the director, studio who I'm working with, definitely
Yeah.
makes a difference. So working with Mahesh, but the fact that he was on board and he comes with decades of iconic experience, that makes a difference. The fact that Ye Kali Kali Aankhein is on a Netflix makes a difference, because I mean, I'm looking forward to debuting in 190 countries on the same day. That's an experience that I've never had before. It's a matter of pride. There's going to be a Korean audience and a Japanese audience watching a show that's set in the heartland of India. And the same with Loop Lapeta, which is with Taapsee. The fact that she was on the project, that it's created, makers of Neerja, which was such a well-made film. All of that makes, because ultimately it's not only about the story on paper, but the vision and the style with which it's going to be mounted that makes it a great project to watch.
You know, I'll tell you something. You've been very honest with this answer, because a lot of people, maybe they have that in their mind, but they don't really come up with the kind of honest answer that he came up with. Anyway, kudos to you, brother. All the best for all these two projects.
Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy them, and I look forward to talking to you after you watch the projects.
Absolutely, and we'll have another conversation about Loop Lapeta as well, just in particular about that. Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you. Stay safe.
Thank you. You too. Bye.